When I first ran my Social Security numbers, I thought the decision would be easy. Take it early, enjoy the money, and get on with retirement, right? But after I sat down with a calculator, a cup of coffee, and some hard truths about taxes and longevity, the answer got a lot more complicated. Today, I'm walking you through what I learned when I ran my own numbers and how delaying Social Security can actually impact your retirement picture. If you want more real life retirement stories and lessons from someone just 3 years away from retiring, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. I've got plenty more where this came from, and Cooper may make a few cameos. Hey there, I'm Cheryl, your corporate country girl. I still work a corporate job from home here on our Alabama farm, but I'm counting down to retirement at 65. And along this journey, I'm tackling the big questions one by one, starting with this one. Should you delay Social Security? Here's the scenario, my real numbers. And here's where I started. I'll reach full retirement age at 66, and my estimated benefit at that age is about $3,500 a month. If I delay just 1 year to 67, it jumps up to about $3,800. And if I wait 2 years until I'm 68, it climbs around $4,000 a month, which is roughly a $500 difference every month, just waiting 2 more years. Sounds simple, right? But as I learned, there's a lot more to this story. The reality check are the trade-offs. When you delay Social Security, you give up early checks, so the big question becomes, how long will it take till I break even? I plugged my numbers into an online calculator and found my break-even point was somewhere around the age of 78 to 79 years old. Meanwhile, if I live past that, delaying pays off. But if I don't, I would have left money on the table. The thinking process and what I considered. I remember sitting out on the porch that evening, calculator in hand, thinking, do I want the security of a check now or a bigger one later? My thought process went something like this. I'm still working, so I don't need Social Security yet. I have savings and retirement accounts that can bridge the gap. And every year I wait, my benefit grows about 8% guaranteed. But that only matters if I can afford to wait and if I'll be around to enjoy it. That realization hit me hard because when you're 62, 63, you start thinking in terms of seasons, how many summers, how many trips, how many family gatherings. It's not just a math problem, it's a life decision. The tax twist, what I didn't expect. Here's something that surprised me. By delaying Social Security and doing Roth conversions during those gap years, I could actually reduce my taxes later. See, once you start Social Security, your income might push you into a higher tax bracket, especially if you're also taking withdrawals from 401ks and IRAs. So by delaying a year or two, I can convert a portion of my traditional IRA to Roth while my income's lower. That means smaller RMDs or required minimum distributions later on, and potentially less of my Social Security being taxed down the road. That's one of those things I'd never known if I hadn't run the numbers and looked at the ripple effect. The what ifs, everyone's situation is different. I talked to a friend who retired early and started her Social Security at 62. She said, I just didn't want to wait. I worked hard for that money, and she's right. For her, it made sense. She needed the income, and she wanted to enjoy her time. Another friend waited until 70. His reasoning, he and his wife both had long living parents and strong pensions. So they could afford to delay, and neither is wrong. What matters is understanding your math, your lifestyle, and your health picture. What I learned and what I'm leaning toward. After crunching the numbers, talking to a financial advisor, and looking at my budget, I'm leaning toward waiting until at least 67. That extra year or two gives me a bigger monthly cushion for life after 70, and it lets me make some smart moves now, like Roth conversions and paying down my mortgage. But I also set a flexible plan. If life changes, health, family, or finances, I'll rerun the numbers and adjust. That's what real retirement planning looks like. So if you're asking yourself whether to delay Social Security, here's my advice. Don't guess. Run your own numbers, look at your health, your savings, your tax picture, and your peace of mind. For some, taking it early is freedom. For others, waiting is security. There's no right answer, only the one that fits your journey. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and subscribe for more stories from my Road to Retirement series. And tell me in the comments, have you run your numbers yet? Are you planning to take Social Security early or wait it out? Let's learn from each other's experiences.